G'day, how you going? This is Peter from the Property Club. So I've had a really good think. I went to bed early last night. Sporting the beard at the moment. I actually like the beard, looks good. What do you think? And I started to think about where to now. What's the best thing to do? So I got an early night. I went to bed at about 8:30 and I got up at 5 a.m. this morning. And right now I think it's about just past 6:01 a.m. in the morning here in Subic Bay. So I've been thinking long and hard. And, the biggest thing is I love my son. And with my son, little Pete, he's just so gorgeous and I want him to have a good family life growing up as, a baby and as a child. So regardless of what I decide and what Arianne decides moving forward, whether we decide to stay together or not, I think I need to be close to my son and give him a good family environment where he has both a father and a mother. That's the most important thing for me. Now, just talking just really quickly for 1 minute on the subject of, me and Arianne. Yes, it is real. It's not fake. It's not scripted. We've been arguing for quite some time. I've raised this in various vlogs and this sort of thing. I guess for me, the biggest challenge, and, one of my mates actually, he commented on the video, and this is Dwayne, and this will resonate with him. One of the biggest problems for me is sharing common interests with Arianne, okay? That's the challenge that I've had. Now, one of my interests has been YouTube, and I like YouTube. I enjoy YouTube, okay? But when, you've got the pressures of work, and you're just doing YouTube and you're doing everything, I feel like everything on my own, and then, I'm getting resistance from my partner because honestly, she hates it. She does not like YouTube. She does not like, airing personal information online, and I understand that. But look, we're not multi-millionaires, okay? We're trying to make it in the world, and nowadays this is a platform that can project us and help us develop as individuals. So for me, I think it's really important, and I want to give YouTube my all, okay? So I've come full circle. This leads me to my next topic. And I guess that's the frustration I've had with Arianne, that she doesn't like YouTube. And in the past, we've actually broken up before over YouTube, believe it or not. But anyway, talking about coming full circle. Yes, indeed, I have. So actually, someone else commented and said, Pete, you just need a break from YouTube and you need to reflect. Some other people said that I need to reconsider the name Property Club, and Property Club is the wrong name. Now, while I disagree with that because I like my name, I like Property Club as a name because that's what I want to vlog about. I want to vlog about property, and I don't just want to vlog about property in the Philippines. I want to look at the world. Okay, so I've decided to be more international and think more internationally, be more worldly. But ultimately, the point is I do need to take a step back, okay, to take a step forward and 2 steps forward. Take 1 step back, 2 steps forward. And the best way to do that is to have a bit of a timeout from YouTube. So that's my decision. I'm going to take maybe a week. It could be a week. It could be a month. I'm just not sure. It depends if I hit a writer's block, as so to speak. So, what it's about is this. I want to improve the quality of my videos. I want to improve the content. I also want to try and explain to people who I am, what I'm doing, and what my channel's about better. And I guess one of the biggest mistakes I made is I didn't have proper goals and a mission statement as to exactly what I wanted to do with this channel. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the time out from YouTube so I can spend the time actually working out exactly the direction I want to go, improve the content, and be more consistent with my videos. Because looking back, and I've spent a lot of time looking at my videos, it's a bit of a mixed bag of my personal life, maybe time with Arianne, and talking about different properties in the Philippines or Asia, and it's not consistent enough. So I just want it to be more consistent and be able to produce better quality videos. Now, this year I had a plan. I did have a plan, and it involved traveling, international travel, okay? go to different places. One example was to go to Japan to look at abandoned homes. IKEA is what it's called in Japanese. So IKEA homes, and also look at resort properties in Japan. This is just one example of a country, but they have in Japan these older style condos in old resorts where you can pick up and buy very cheaply, maybe from $10,000. But the problem is because now we can't fly. And another article and another video that I've seen last night was talking about how it could be 2021 or 2022 when international flight actually opens up again. Now, I had to scratch my head like, is that real? Surely that could not be the case. But, what I'm hearing is different countries are restricting access to tourists. Yes, flights are still traveling. For example, if you're a Filipino, you can still come into the Philippines. Or if you're trying to get out, like an Australian trying to get out of the Philippines to go to Australia, you can still do that. But flights are A, limited, and B, these countries like Australia, for example, will not let you in to the country unless you're Australian. Philippines has another restriction that's similar. Again, they only want to let in Filipinos or those that have permanent residency and are married to Filipinos or Filipina. Okay, so ultimately I think this problem's going to be worldwide and it might continue into 2021. Okay, others are saying it might go as long as 2022. I mean, that's a very, very long time not to be able to travel internationally. Also, one of the frustrations for me is one of the big reasons I moved, probably the biggest reason I moved out here to the Philippines, it's a base for me. It's a base so I can actually fly to other places in the world, most notably Asia. Coronavirus has impacted us, our relationship, more so than others, in a bad way. But it's also been good because, honestly, I'll be totally honest with you, the argument that we had the other day, based on that argument, if there wasn't a lockdown and I could fly to Thailand or if I could book a hotel somewhere, I would have just gone. Now, since then, actually, I've had quite a few friends saying, hey, look, Pete, really want to help you out. Here's a room, and I appreciate that so much. Thanks so much for offering to, take me in. That's very, very kind. But look, I'm the kind of person that likes my privacy. If I was going to move out, I'd probably need a hotel, to be fair. Okay. So look, I don't want to intrude on other people's personal space. So I appreciate the kind gesture. Thanks, but no thanks. So that's where I'm at the moment. I really need to recollect and just refresh. And I think maybe I need to, also improve my balance of lifestyle because, producing one, video a day is just not healthy, okay? It's just not healthy because, one, it's lacking in content. I think I could do, better quality videos if I only did, say, 1 or 2 a week rather than 1 a day, because the time and the pressure and the stress to produce a video every day is going to be a lot harder, okay, than, producing 1 or 2. So that could be a change that you see in the vlog moving forward. The good news is I am not going to give up. In fact, like I said, turning full circle, I'm going to fight harder. I'm going to fight harder for my boy, for my son, because I want to make it on YouTube. I want to make it to the top. I care about that, and I'm frustrated that, I've done so many videos and that I've only got thus far. Meanwhile, I've done 800 videos. Other vloggers have done, 50, 60, 70 videos, and they're already well above, what I'm producing in views. So, some comments have been helpful, saying, hey, look, the problem is you're just focusing on Subic, and Subic is such a small market. And that's a really good point. And if you've seen in the past, what I've been doing is trying not just to focus on Subic Bay, but focus on other things to do with property outside of Subic and outside of Philippines. Because I don't just want to focus on Philippines. I don't want to be known as the Philippine vlogger. I want to be known as the property vlogger. And that's my point, okay? The other thing too that's interesting is sometimes I get people on the vlog calling me a scammer. Sometimes I hear people saying, oh, he's just trying to sell property, he's trying to rip you off and make a big commission. Let me be clear, I don't sell property. Now I'm going to blame myself for this one because obviously I need to create a video explaining exactly what I do and what this is about. It's about breaking free from Western slavery, from Western mortgages, and traveling that path less traveled and trying to find property that's more affordable where you can have a better quality of life. Now, right now, I don't think I'm the living example. So I need to really harness my energy, focus on my health, focus up, and then get to that level. I have to do that, and I have to do that for you, my YouTubers, and for myself, okay? But most importantly, I want to do it for my son. Okay, so hopefully one day he sees this and he said, Daddy did that for me. You know, he made it to the top. He got to 1 million subscribers or whatever. He did it. Daddy did it for me. And he could break free and become a full-time YouTuber so he could spend time with me, because that's what this is about. Just a normal guy, right? Trying to make it here in Asia, and I have an interest in property. In fact, even prior to moving to Asia, I've always had an interest, a very keen interest in property, because the industry I work in is property. I am not a real estate agent. I've worked in mortgage finance. That is my industry. So that's the industry that I'm in, and everything is focused around real estate. Okay, it's all about real estate because the security, the asset that you're using to borrow the money is real estate. And I've always used mortgage finance myself because I never had money. I never had money growing up. I was never rich. So for you that are there assuming that I'm just some rich guy that just got given a heap of money, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Let me reiterate. What I'm trying to do is, as an average, normal guy, okay, on an average wage, I'm trying to go out there on a beer budget and live a champagne lifestyle and show others how it's possible to break free from mortgage slavery and do the exact same thing. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to share my personal life and my mind and my thoughts with you to try and improve your way of life too. It's important that I focus and I try and harness my energy and have a better plan for the channel moving forward. So look, this is the direction I'm taking. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Cheers and double thumbs up.